Hi, I'm Kevin Wanlin, the contractor's CFO and COO, and in today's video, we're going to go over the mindset shift every contractor needs to scale. Okay, so we're going to go over some basic mindset issues or just things to consider or just ideas to just have in your head when you're thinking about having to scale your business, grow your business. So there are entire coaching programs dedicated to changing mindset. So you don't have to take my word for it. Just think Tony Robbins or any of the other, life coaches or whatever that are out there trying to help people uh, change their beliefs or their mindset or whatever it is. All right, there's an entire billions of dollar industry around this stuff. So obviously, there's enough people that feel like they get something out of it in order for it to be profitable for all these coaches to do it. So by the end of this video, you'll see why you need to shift your mindset in order to grow. And I'm going to give you three things to consider about you and your business. All right. This is all going to be actionable, practical things. I'm not into the whole, manifestation or the secret or think and grow rich. Like I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just going to say there's a couple important things for you to think about that might actually make a big difference in the way that you run your business. So let's get to it. Just idea number one here. Just remember other people can do it. And what I mean by that is, yeah, like you're the only one who knows how to do things in your business right now. But that's probably because you haven't shown anyone how to do it yet. As the owner of a business, I know what it's like to just feel like I'm the only one that knows how to do this. Like I can't possibly teach somebody else how to do this. Nobody else is going to do this as well as I can do it. Um, but that's that's just that's just wrong. That's just wrong thinking. That's an error in our thinking that we just told ourselves for so long. We start believing it, whether or not it's true, right? And it's simply not true. Other people can learn and duplicate what you do. And I'm going to tell you, just look at all the huge businesses around you. Like it isn't just the CEO doing everything. It's not Jeff Bezos doing every single job in Amazon. It wasn't Bill Gates doing every single thing in Microsoft or Tim Cook and Apple. Like just go down the line. They've all had to learn, even when they were starting out, they had to learn how to duplicate themselves to allow other people to start handling these specific tasks so that they could keep focusing on other things, whether it's product development or maybe they just wanted to continue working with their hands and being at the ground level, but then that means they have to duplicate somebody else to handle all the higher up stuff too. All right, so but the evidence is all around us. There's all these huge businesses around us with thousands of people doing everything, and it all started with just a small group of people or just one person with an idea, and they had to start duplicating themselves and teaching other people how to do it. So other people can do it. Yeah, so just let go of your ego and perfectionism. That was a hard thing for me when I had to make my first hire when I was doing insurance audits. And I, I, I hated scheduling. I hated doing all the phone calls and figuring out where I'm going to go and all the back and forth email, the nail down appointment times and everything. But I just felt like it would be too hard to explain all that to somebody because I knew all the zip codes in the Phoenix area. So I knew I could just look at a zip code real quick. Know, oh, that's in this part of town. Let me find the others in that part of town. I'll just book all the appointments for that day. Sometimes they couldn't do it. So sometimes they're shuffling around, and then it's like, okay, well, I know I could, fit this appointment in on my way home. So they're kind of be on the way. Like I just kind of knew the map, right? And how do I take that knowledge and share it with somebody else? Well, believe it or not, somebody else was able to figure it out, and it was way better for me. My net income went up 10% that year, and I didn't have to deal with the headache of all that scheduling. They did it. It wasn't as perfect as when I would actually, I'd argue it got better than what I could do it on my own. All right. So if somebody can, the rule is if somebody can do it 80% as good as you, then let them do it. It's not going to be perfect, but you can adjust along the way. So just get it through your head that other people can do what you do, no matter how irreplaceable you feel. It's not a reflection of your value or your self-worth. You just need to let go and let other people start helping you. There's people that are actually want to do some of these things that you're holding on to. You're depriving some people. All right, idea number two. I think I first ran into this in some Zig Ziglar book or sales book or something. But think about this. a moral duty to help people. So idea number two, if you think you're so great at what you do, then don't you owe it to society to figure out how to help more of those people? Like if you really think like I'm the best at pouring concrete, I'm the best at backyard landscape or building decks or uh, doing painting. I just do all these other little details that nobody else does, and like clients love it. It's amazing. But yeah, if you think you're so great, don't you think you deserve like other people deserve to be helped by you? But you can't do that if you just stay at, keep the business as you running around doing like four or five different of the jobs, right? It's just not going to work. You're kind of depriving people of experiencing the service that you provide. So yeah, you can only do so much as one person doing all the work. Yeah, you owe it to society, to your neighbors, to duplicate yourself so more of them can be helped in the way that you believe they should be helped. All right, so you have a moral duty to kind of figure this out, right? Um, yeah, and if here, this is another aspect of it. If you don't feel like you're the best solution for people, then you need to figure out why, right? Maybe you're trying to solve too many other problems and you're just not able to really specialize in something that where you can get really good at it and really understand the customer's pain or understand the convenience factor, whatever it is. So maybe you need to focus on one thing and get really good at it. Or maybe you just don't value yourself and the service as much as you should. I'm in the accounting industry. Like we're notorious for undercharging and not valuing ourselves because we think, oh, it's easy for us to do. So why would we charge a lot for that when it's really easy for us? Like it's not that big of a deal to us. But we're not understanding the amount of pain we're alleviating or solving for that person. Same thing if you're a contractor. Like maybe you probably think it's easy to just go up on the roof and diagnose exactly what's going on with the roof and patch it and fix it, whatever. And you're like, oh no, I'm not going to charge you for it, or I'm going to charge you like $50 when really you should be charging a lot more. You know what kind of worry there is in that customer's head. So maybe it's just a way of how you look at yourself if you feel like you're not the greatest at something. All right. And I'm not saying um, that there aren't going to be other people that are really good at what you do in your particular area. But it's just, yeah, if you don't feel like you're really a high value service, then it's important to ask yourself why. And why don't you feel like you're the best choice for everybody for whatever that thing is that you do? All right, number three, idea number three, your business equals you. What I mean by this is your business is the culmination of all your habits and beliefs. And so if you're feeling stuck, it's because you're at the limit of what your current habits and beliefs, you're at the limit of where they can take you. That's why you feel stuck. You've over the years, you've developed just a certain idea of the way things should be, and you've acted on those ideas and beliefs. You've built a routine around it or habits, and and now you're just at the limit of where those can get you. All right. So what you need to do in order for your business to grow is you need to be able to grow personally as well. All right. So you need to adopt like updated habits or updated beliefs. And I'm not saying you got to change who you are at your core. Like your personality is going to remain the same, but you can become a newer version of yourself. You got to like kind of upskill your beliefs if that makes sense to you. Like maybe you think, oh, it's always been done this way, so it has to be done this way. Well, look, that's got you so far, but why is this other guy at 10 million in his business and you're at two and a half or 1 million, or maybe you're only at 750,000? Like, ask yourself, why are you stuck at that point when you see somebody else in the same industry in the same type of business, at 2.5 million, 5 million, 10 million? There's businesses that are 50 million or 100 million doing what you're doing. So what's the difference? It's not that they're somehow magically better or superior than you. They think differently. They've adopted different beliefs or they've let go of things that they realized were holding them back. Maybe they stopped saying, well, it's always been done this way, so that's the way we're going to do it. Maybe they started questioning everything. Why do we do it this way? Why can't we do it this way? What happens if we try this? And then they started realizing, oh, we can do it this way. They're the same person at their core. It's not like they're somehow some different person. They're just a newer version of themselves. So chew on that. All right. If you want more help with that kind of stuff, you can work with me for free for 30 days. You know the drill. The link is in the description below. where we'll just set up a quick 15-minute chat. You go figure out what you want out of that 30 days, and then we'll get after it. All right, get back to work.